Get after it, MP. That new commercial with Kawhi is fire.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight. And now, 2K Sports brings you Thursday night in the NBA. Well, Grant, trade talks always ramp up this time of year. But if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, B.A., absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
And while MP is all about team success, he's trying to win his matchup every single night with an eye towards showing that perhaps he's been underrated.
And truthfully, MP has looked like he's just on another level in recent matchups, outperforming his opponent and excelling in his position. In terms of rising to the challenge he set for himself, this may have been the focus MP needed to take his game to the next level.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the 3 slot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. They were concerned with Jaren Jackson Jr. on both ends of the floor. Coach saying defensively, Triple J covers so much space, a blocking machine. And on the other side of the ball, Jaren has serious skill for a man of his size. He's a tough game plan for us. Jaren Jackson Jr., a two-way menace. Brian?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Here's D. 14 points his last outing. Here's Edey. Pass to D. And there's the drive. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Boy, that's just great passing out of the double team. They had him bottled up, but he manages to create an easy basket out of all that pressure.
Now here's Murray. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. For 3, Sexton. He drops it from range.
Colin Sexton has proven to be a very capable three-point shooter. Boy, you better be there to contest.
There's Jackson with the 3. Utah grabs the miss. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was in Memphis.
And they want to avoid getting in foul trouble again. That's what really hurt them against this team last time.
You know, there's a balance between that aggression and overdoing it. You can't reach in. These are things officials are looking to call.
Picked it out of midair. Now here's Moody. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Outside Sexton, fires from deep. The rebound by Jackson.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Basket's good.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And he gets the bucket. D's got 6.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Pass to Sexton. Moody on the wing. Here's Filipowski. Murray scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. An easy 2 on the layup.
And Murray is a taller guard, meaning he's capable of doing some damage on the inside.
And they call an illegal screen here.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Jazz. They trail by 7 coming into this, having Knox to win against San Antonio in their last game.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues. We can give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. We've got Jackson, Edey out there with Santi Aldama, and it's D in at the 1. Here's D. Pass to Jackson. Here's D. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson, the pass to Aldama. From the arc. It's rebounded by George. Jazz trail by 7. Clarkson with the ball. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 5.
Jordan Clarkson is a professional scorer. He is ready to rise and fire on the catch.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Here's D. He has 6. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by Filipowski. Utah has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Georgia's shot is off. Grizzlies lead by 4. Here's D, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Basket counts. Edey's got 5.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion. Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Clarkson passes to Filipowski, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Jordan Clarkson has better passing skills than people think. That is on time and on target.
Pass to D. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Wells. The shot. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Clarkson against Jackson. Filipowski, the pass to Giddey. Here's Clarkson. Deflected.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to D. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 for Memphis. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. Here's D, kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Edey. George defending. Goes back up. Edey, that's good. Edey's got 7 points in the game.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Pass to Clarkson. This shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Yeah, when Clarkson came into the league, this guy more of a slasher, but boy, has he improved his range.
Here's Aldama. And another basket for Memphis.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Collier. 15 in his last outing. Clarkson outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Clarkson's got 10 points in the quarter.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, D in their last time out against the Warriors was tremendous. He had 14 points, and he made a lot of shrewd decisions with the ball, which led to a hefty assist total for him. It's the latest entry in what's been a string of fantastic games from him. We'll see just how long he can go, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Pokashevsky's checked in for Utah. Colin Sexton comes in for Clarkson. They get it back, and he dunks it down.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Here's Sexton. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Utah with another miss.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Well, when you talk about the most underrated players in the league, Gordon.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And it's Utah with the ball after the basket by Memphis on the other end. Up top, Giddey. A 20-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
And he had 3 huge blocks, which had a psychological effect as much as anything.
The 3, George. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Wells, the pass to Jackson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Jackson's got 8 points in the quarter. Outside Giddey, George outside, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Pacers, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for the Grizzlies, they're starting to come together as a squad now, finding some of that success that eluded them early in the season, and with plenty time left to make some moves. And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Filipowski. Checking his numbers, he's put up a little over 9 points a game. Murray passes to Filipowski. For 3, Sexton. Memphis with a rebound.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Pippen. Great D that time from Murray.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Pass to Pokashevsky. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's D. Sexton grabs the board.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
To the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, just 6'2", but the vertical for Colin Sexton. Nicely done.
Pass to Jackson. Here's Pippen. The 3 ball. Jackson can't get it to go.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Back to Murray. He takes it in, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Yeah, Murray is slithery. I mean, he makes great adjustments there on the move.
All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Pass to D. There's a screen to the inside and stolen by Sexton. In transition, here come the Jazz. Launches it. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. In transition, here come the Jazz. Sexton, that's good.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Pippen, pass to D. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Sensabaugh, and it's good from the elbow. Sensabaugh's got 12.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fellow whatsoever.
Now Murray. For three. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hey, everybody. First off, let's take a gander at what's been happening on the trading block.
Well, DeJounte Murray is unique. The length out there in the backcourt, the way he affects every phase of the game, he plays.
And now let's talk about our featured game. It was a solid first half for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They've been great.
That's it for us.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And so Murray will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 9-point game. And following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Warriors at Chase Center in San Francisco. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. We've got Colin Sexton, Filipowski out there with Moses Moody. Then there's DeJounte Murray, and it's Pokusevski in at the 5, down low. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. On offense, here's Utah. Down low, here's Pokusevski, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
I didn't know if they could match that last slam, but it only took them a couple of moments.
Hey, not the best interior defense on those last few trips, but who cares? That was awesome.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Now here's Sexton. Defense is right there. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 12.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Pass to D. Jackson, the screen. Here's Wells. Here's D, defended by Murray. Shot clock at 6. D, the pass to Jackson. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And it's Murray finishing it off.
And you won't catch Murray short on hustle. If he's got a chance to outrun the defense on the break, he'll take it.
Here's D, defended by Murray. They double him with Moody. Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Moody. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Sensabaugh's got 14 points for the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Murray. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
And it's good for 2. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Murray passes to Pokusevski. And stolen by Jackson. Inside. Oh, there's the alley.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
Aldama's checked in for Jackson.
Checking in for the Grizzlies, number 7.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Outside Moody. The three from Sexton. Memphis with a rebound. They've led by as many as 14. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Memphis shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts in the game. He's off on the first.
Shooting for Memphis, number 4. At the line.
Good on the second one. Jazz trail by 10. Right side Murray. It's blocked. Here's Wells. Check by Sexton.
I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Outside Murray. Looking to win the run. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got 8 rebounds in the game. Pass to D. To the middle. Shoots over Filipowski. And it's Edey missing. Utah has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, "We want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams."
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. Shoots from the elbow. The rebound by Edey.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Here's D, defended by Murray. Edey, that's good. Edey's got 13.
They're really working the paint now.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 13. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Murray. From deep. Aldama grabs the board. Aldama's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's D, defended by Murray. Here's D. Clock at 6. Here's Wells. Drains the triple. Wells has got 6 in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Filipowski, the pass to Murray. Utah with another miss.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
They get it again. And it's Edey missing. Jazz trail by 16. Pass to Murray. Here's Filipowski. Okashevsky with it. Outside Sexton to snap the cold streak. The Grizzlies pull it in. Edey's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Robbed. Here's D. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Doc Rivers calls timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here, and the latest update on All-Star voting. Not much time left, only a couple more days to cast your ballot.
Oh, it's coming down to the wire. Some of these players are sweating it out.
He's absolutely in the conversation. to be a starter in the All-Star game for the West.
And that West starting five is so hard to crack. He's having a fantastic season and is still on the outside looking in.
And it's hard to contain the excitement as we look ahead to what promises to be an outstanding All-Star weekend. To the paint. Here's Aldama. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Giddey. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long. I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Here's D. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's Giddey. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. Giddey's got 4 points this quarter.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finish in the painted area. I can do that too.
And when you talk about guards who can really attack in the lane, Jordan Clarkson is on that list, Doris.
BA, there are just certain guys who are comfortable operating in tight windows. Clarkson's mindset is score. He's got a great sense for where and when to pull up into his shot. He can burn you for 3. Little bit streaky, but boy, he can really get on a hot streak.
D, the pass to Jackson. Shoots over George. Here's Edey. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. Edey's got 17.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact, this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
And it's Clarkson missing. Grizzlies lead by 19. Here's D. Give him 20. Inside. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Foul beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Jordan Clarkson tends to draw a lot of contact. If you look at his career, he doesn't end up at the free throw line as often as you'd think.
Collier, he's checked in for DeJounte Murray. And Memphis also making a switch. Jackson is checked in. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to D. Jackson outside. Pippen, the pass to D. And here's Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Aldama. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Clarkson for 3, and that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
Well, he showed right there, this guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
D gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Clarkson outside. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was
Utah ends up going with a new group. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Here's Murray on the court for Memphis. We've got Jackson, also Edey out there, and it's Wells in at the 2. And here's Pokusevski. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Moody. 5 to shoot. Outside Murray. The rebound by Edey.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
The 3 is up. Wells misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
On the wing, Sexton. And the shot goes in.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's D, defended by Murray. D gets the bucket. And so Murray will bring it up for the Jazz. 17-point game. Filipowski, the pass to Sexton. Outside Moody. And he's going. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
You earned that one.
Good night, MP.
Get ready to light it up tonight.